The GTR has a very driver-focused cockpit with an excellent seating position. It also gets a driving computer which can display stuff like engine output, how many Gs you are pulling, and your steering angle. Now, unless you do lots of track days, that system is really a bit of a gimmick. What is more useful is the rest of the standard equipment, which includes stuff like satellite navigation, a 30GB hard drive for the stereo, which is actually a really loud Bose system. You've also got climate control, cruise control, xenon headlamps. You've got iPod connectivity and Bluetooth for your mobile phone. Really though, you should take the GTR on track at least once to see just what it can do, because the way it corners will simply take your breath away. The car has a really clever computer-controlled four-wheel drive system, and it can shuffle the torque around between all four wheels to send grip where it's needed most. And when you combine that with a really pin-sharp steering, you've got a car which can go around corners pretty much unlike any other production car. The good thing is that being a Nissan, unlike other supercars, the GTR should be very reliable. In fact, you can rate your car for reliability by clicking here to visit driverpower.co.uk. In fact, regardless of your ability, the GTR is the only car you can pretty much drive as fast in real life as you can in Gran Turismo on your PlayStation. Thankfully, if it all goes wrong, you've got some pretty impressive brakes. For instance, I'm on a runway here. I've got it at 70 miles an hour, and then I'm going to do an emergency stop. And now, seeing as I've got an open runway, this presents me with a unique opportunity to show you the performance from this 3.8 litre twin turbo V6, which has 550 horsepower. So, right, here we go. Now in the dry, this car will do 0 to 60 in just 2.7 seconds. It was spinning its wheels there, but already it's doing 120 miles an hour. It's insane, the performance. Rapid changes from this dual clutch transmission. I'm doing 150, that's 160, and I'm bottling out now because I don't want to run out of runway, because that would be very bad. This thing, oh my God, it is epically fast. What an incredible machine. Only problem is, it's going to be a little bit hard to keep hold of your license. When you're in the mood, the GTR is an incredible machine to drive, but when you're not, it can be a real chore. For instance, the ride is terrible. Now you do have adjustable suspension, so you have it in race mode and it's like really, really firm, so you think, I know, I'll put it into normal mode, but then it's still really, really firm. Then you go for comfort and yeah, you guessed it, it's still really, really firm, and that makes driving this thing in town a bit of a chore. So too does the fact that you've got quite a large turning circle. So a normal car would have made it round there in one go, but not in this. I have to do some manoeuvring. And one thing you realise is that when you're turning the GTR around, it's not actually doing it now because the floor's wet, so the tyres can slip a bit. You get this terrible groaning and clattering and banging from the transmission, as if it's trying to rip itself apart, but it's not doing that. It's just the way the diffs are working. And then when you're, I don't know, going up the motorway and you're cruising at about 70, maybe slightly more, you get this annoying drone from the engine and this roar from the tyres. And you look around the cabin as well and think, do you know what? It's not that posh in here. I think I'd rather be in an Audi R8. Then there's the image. Boy racers may well respect the GTR badge, but a Nissan is never going to have the kudos of a Porsche 911. And now, because I promised the editor, we need to check the cubby spaces, so let's see if this will fit in the glove box. No. Will it go? Oh, it's got no chance in there. Maybe the side door bin. Oh, God. No chance. This car fails the car by a big bottle test. It's utter rubbish. Obviously, I'm only joking. But what's no laughing matter is the economy of just 24 miles per gallon, and that's if you drive sedately. But you know what? None of that actually matters, because the Nissan GTR is a truly incredible performance car, and there's nothing anywhere near close to it on price which can beat it in terms of performance. But if you want a more traditional sports car or one with a better badge, then why not check out our review of the Porsche 911 here or the Audi R8 down here. And of course you can click on our logo to subscribe to our YouTube channel.